So who can I trust when it comes to internet marketing? After I first learned about email marketing and how it can be integrated with affiliate marketing, I basically quit my job as a video producer that I was working with my friend Dr. Robert Kassar. He has eartheracademy.com, and I helped him with launching that. But anyhow, once I realized that he was making a good amount of money through that website, and ultimately it was through a lot of my work that he was able to facilitate that, I really realized that it was about time that I focused my energies to make myself a millionaire within some time, a year, 2, maybe 3 years, whatever amount of time it's going to take. I'm committed to following one course until I'm successful with my business. And when it comes down to it, my greatest thoughts when it comes to this thought process of where I'm putting my mind into it, as I was doing my own research, looking for a mentor, looking for someone that could teach me, give me the mindset concepts, give me, really teach me and guide me. I used the concepts known as growth hacking for a while, and ultimately what it really means to me is, diving deep, watching what other people are doing, looking at their email copy, looking at their websites, and basically hacking what they're doing with their businesses, and using sometimes just copying. A lot of people just copy what other people are doing, literally copying it, word for word. And of all the people that I've encountered in my life, the one man that has been consistent with sharing exactly what he's doing with his people, with his students, is the founder of Nutrist, and that's Johncrestani. And so I am really thrilled to be a student of his internet marketing jet set course. That when he first came out with it, I was pretty much ready to jump in with it with both feet immediately. Even though I was making plans to move and leave my home of Hawaii, and people were like, "Wait a minute, leave Hawaii? Why would you leave Hawaii of all places that you can live? Why would you leave paradise to go back? Go and live in the city, go back into working and everything else like that. Why would you go back and focus on doing that?" And what I can tell you, my truth is, despite the hardships that I've had in my life, especially over the last 5 years, and that includes that I flipped off a mountain bike after the rear brakes failed. The rear brakes failed. I flipped off a mountain bike, had a rough landing, broke my neck. The injuries that I had included that I fractured my neck. I fractured my back in this area. And so what that really meant, what that really resulted in is right in this area, in my back, in between my shoulder blades, 3 vertebrae squeezed together, causing one of them to shatter. And so what that really has meant for me today, and over the last 4+ years since that injury in April of 2013, it's meant constant pain. And I'm so motivated to shift my life in such a way that if I ever require surgery, I want to be able to pay cash for that surgery so I can get the best care possible. And so these are my truths. This is what has been a part of my journey. And going back here about approximately 3 months ago, when I launched my crowdfunding campaign on my mom's birthday on June 28th, on her 70th birthday. It's something that's special to me because my mother, The very next day, I was on my way to a pharmacy to get my pain medication because I experience pain 24/7 that's pretty intense, really intense. And as I was on the way to the pharmacy, I experienced another car hitting me head on. As they're a little They're negligent. The other car hit me going 30 miles per hour, and they're negligent. They got a ticket, and I got a brain injury. And I went from being able to focus, relatively. I was really focused on producing a bunch of different videos that I could, share, and I'll eventually complete. And I went from having a focus on my work to completely losing my focus 100%. Or maybe 90%. I was like so spaced. It was so challenging to focus. Having migraines constantly, every day. And so I have a migraine right now. And, it's just something it's part of my life path, And I just want to make it really clear. There's no, in my mind and in my consciousness, I allow zero space for the victim consciousness. I am not a victim. I create my life. And somehow I created this experience the way that it's occurred in my life. So, but ultimately, I'm not here to ramble about injuries and pain and suffering and all this kind of bullshit, because when it comes down to it is results. And the only person that's going to benefit the most from the things that I'm doing is me, of course. Duh, But when it comes down to where did I get my start with Johncrestani? I got it from participating in his free question and answer webinars. And those have really changed my life. And I'm so thankful for Johncrestani. Of all the people in the world that I can trust, I trust Johncrestani, because he is legit.